Have you got any more clarity on Gus Harmer and the timescale he may be out for?
There's a medical meeting now, so they're discussing that, and to everybody it didn't look great on Saturday in walking around the pitch with a brace on his knee. So I don't believe it's going to be long term, i.e. Ollie Arblaster, 9 to 12 months, but I don't think he'll be available for this week. So we'll see how this week goes, but I've ruled him out of this week, and see what happens and what comes of this medical meeting.
And in terms of Tom Davis, and was it a calf that he tweaked after Hull?
Yeah, Tom is back out training now. It's just one that we've talked about for a long time. We might have to give him a little bit more time as well to get a little bit stronger in terms of his recovery, so he doesn't pick up another injury as well. So, but yeah, we are lacking that experience and quality. Disappointed for Tom. More importantly, his performance against Southampton was excellent. He showed for 60 minutes, why we're desperate to get him in and around the team. So he'll be disappointed that he's missed the last game. But hopefully we should have some more news on him this week. And if he doesn't make Tuesday, fingers crossed he can make Friday night.
Any other kind of extra changes to the squad expected for Blackburn?
No. The group is the group. Ollie Arblaster's back training. That's going to be possibly international break next time. Talked about Gus, Tom Davis hopefully Friday. Chongi international break I should imagine as well. So getting a couple of those boys back will be good for the group.
I suppose the fact that Jamie Shackleton's come back, that you brought Jaro in, got him some minutes, they're important, aren't they, right now, with a few players in and around areas of the same area?
Yeah, looking again at the reason that we brought Jamie in, he's had a bit of a tough time with it. He injured his knee pre-season at Rotherham last season, and got a foot injury which can't really do anything about. Really unfortunate, and he picked up an injury this pre-season as well. But he's got a big part to play. He's played in the Premier League under Marcello numerous times. He can play, right back in the four, wing back, can play middle of the park. So good character to have around, and a positive player when he's fit.
Some thoughts on Blackburn and where they're at. Another team that maybe not in the position in the league that many thought that they might be.
Well, it's the league. It's a difficult one to predict. I think when you look at the fixtures, and you're trying to second guess what the results are going to be. Some, as I say, always in the division, I suppose, should be used to it. We've analysed their game against Coventry on Saturday, and they were pretty unfortunate not to get a result. I think Frank said it in his interview afterwards. It was a tight game and decided by two brilliant goals from Coventry's point of view as well. So nothing in these games, sort of fine margins and moments. So we have to make sure that we start quick, because they do start quick and fast. So we get out the traps and we carry on from what we produced on Saturday. And I'm confident if we can produce that type of performance, we give ourselves every opportunity of getting a result. But knowing if we don't, then I don't want us to take a step back. I don't want it to be, we go to Oxford and win, and play Southampton and play pretty well, and then sort of, not do as much as we should have done against Hull. I don't want that feeling in the team and about the group. I said afterwards to you guys, and I said to the boys before, I think the majority of the Championship are enjoying our position and watching it. And we have to affect that, which we did on Saturday, and we're going to have to affect it on Tuesday night if we want to keep going and trying to get it out of the position that we're in at the moment.
Yeah, in terms of short-term goals, how positive, how important would it be to potentially be out the bottom three by Tuesday or maybe by Friday?
Well, one of the things about the Championship different to the Premier League, you can go on a run. At times last season we did that. I think, 2 or 3 times we went sort of 7, 8, 9 games winning streak. So you can do that, but we did a lot of things right last season, and we haven't done enough to get into that rhythm. But I'd love that to be, and I said to the players before, if I was top, I'd want to be top by 5 points, and if I was second, I wanted to be top, and I was third, I want to be second. So I think you know where I'm coming from on this, and we're all chasing that winning feeling. That's the reason, we're here, and that's the reason that we love it. And we don't love it when we don't get that feeling. And I think I'll be forever chasing that feeling. And I want the players to have that same feeling that I've got and the supporters have got. And I think if you saw the reaction of our goal as well, I thought that was a telling thing as well. So if you get a chance to have a little peek at that, or people are watching this, just have a look at the reaction of everybody and the players. So for me, that was a good sign that we're on the right track, but we have to continue.